Okay, so there's this guy who hosts a podcast called the 520 Podcast. And on this podcast, he like to crack jokes, like talk about his time in the NBA. And he like to refer to himself as like a lower tier player. But what some of you may not know is this guy was actually good at basketball. This guy being Jeff Teague. At one point, Jeff Teague was one of the better point guards in the NBA and one of the better starting point guards in the league. And he was also named to an all-star team and also was one of the best players on a 60-win Hawks team in 2015. By the way, that beat LeBron and his Cavs all regular season. Now, of course, in the playoffs, they met their match. But during the regular season, they beat LeBron and the Cavs multiple times. This guy, Jeff Teague, was actually a baller. And in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the best games he had in his entire career. Let's get right into it. One of his better games came against, of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers. What a shocker. On 2013, December 26th. In this game, Jeff Teague will go for 34 points, have 3 steals, 14 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his shooting splits in this game would be 65, 25, and 71. And his team would actually get a dub and 2 OTs, with the score being 127 to 125. God damn. 34 points, by the way, being his highest career points. On to his second better game, which came on March the 18th, 2014. In this game, he would also again have 34 points for the night. He would then have 5 assists, 4 steals, and 3 rebounds. And his shooting splits would be 62, 50, and 100 with 11 made free throws. God damn. Another career high game for Jeff Teague. On to the next game. That next game being against the Philadelphia 76ers, which came November the 15th, 2013. In this game, Jeff Teague will go for 33, have 10 assists, a steal, and 4 rebounds. And for this game, his shooting splits would be 69, 33, and 92, hitting 12 free throws that night and leading the Hawks to a W, with the score being 113 to 103. On to his next better game. That next game being on February the 1st, 2016 against the Dallas Mavericks. In this game, Jeff Teague will go for 32 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists on the night. And in this game, he would shoot 77, 83, and 100% from the free throw line. Oh, and his shooter's percentage, that would be 98%. Jesus Christ, what was wrong with this young man? But let's talk about Teague's better seasons. Let's start off with the 2013 and 2014 season, the season right before his All-Star year. In this season, Jeff Teague would average 16 points, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds with 1 steal a night. And for his shooting splits, that would be 43, 32, and of course, 84 from the line. That is not bad for that era of basketball. And Jeff Teague was one of the more explosive guards in the league. He could take you out the dribble and punch on your head right to the rim. That's what Jeff Teague was doing when he was a young player. He wasn't just no sorry nigga coming off the bench. No, he was actually really fucking good. But let's move on to his All-Star season. In his All-Star season, his one and only All-Star appearance, if you watch this podcast, you know what I mean by that. He would average 15 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds a night, and 1 steal. And for his shooter splits, those would be 46, 34, and of course 86 from the line. And of course, he would help lead his team to 60 wins, one of the better Hawks seasons in recent memory. And of course, they will be a very good team throughout the whole season. But you know, once you ran into LeBron, Raymond James, it was just pretty much over for them. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Hawks played LeBron and the Cavs, and unfortunately they got swept, putting an end to one of the better Hawks seasons in recent memory. But that does not delay the fact that Jeff Teague was actually a pretty good goddamn point guard during his time in the league. And he had games even when he was older where he had 18 points for the Milwaukee Bucks. No, for the Boston Celtics. I'm sorry, for the Boston Celtics. Don't get upset at me. Oh, Jay don't know about. No, for the Boston Celtics. He soon got traded to Orlando Magic, and Orlando told him, hey, we're not going to play you. And he was a little upset about that because he was like, I'm better than some of these niggas on the team. And if you watch the podcast, you know what I'm talking about because he said it on the podcast. But yeah, and he wasn't lying. He was better than some of those people on that Orlando Magic team. But hey, with that being said, it led him to join the Milwaukee Bucks, which led him to an NBA championship. So he's an all-star and an NBA champion. But if you watch his podcast, you would think he was just some bum that was in the league for 2 years. No, he played like 12 seasons. Jeff Teague was actually really good at basketball. He was explosive, fast. He could hit his shots when he needed to. He was a pretty clutch player back in his day too, especially during the Hawks. Oh yeah, he was pretty clutch for them. But if you listen to him, you'll think, oh, he was just a bum, played 2 years in the NBA and got in, got out. No, he made a lot of money. He hooped, and he did what he needed to do. But with that being said, Jeff Teague was actually good at basketball. That's all I got for this video. Make this fun a video, whatever, like and sub, or don't. That's your choice. But I am out.